Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript Party and Rhett. We just finished up our space and time video, and now I'm gonna work on my uh, voice web analyzer application. And specifically, we're gonna work on run locally today, which I don't believe I can will work for me. So I did want to spend a little bit of time um, actually just making sure it still doesn't work, and then seeing if there's a way to make it work, like because it kind of acts like it's trying to do it. What it seems to do is it like if I have run locally off, it returns values, but if I have run locally on, it doesn't return values, which kind of gives me the impression that maybe it's looking for something on my machine, and maybe it's possible that I can download something or install something that would make it work. And maybe that's, if that is possible, then maybe it's not hard to do. If it's a huge thing, then I'll just move on, because I don't think for anything that I'm trying to do at this given time. And basically, I want to work on a couple of other um, projects that are voice related, and neither of them are require me to be offline. They would be nice, but for me, I would like it to. I would love to be able to do that because I would love to be able to do that because like being able to run offline would be kind of cool. Let's see, so here's our web analyzer, and let's just make sure. So we are stopped in the. I don't know. Oh, it's so I think what's happening is it's getting confused by the routing in the previous from the previous project. Hey, buddy. Hey, girlfriend. Hey, buddy. You are my buddy. We're buddies, huh? You my buddy? Um, so basically, in discrete, we can just say like, hello, and we get something back. But if we come in and we change our this to process locally, so it'll tell it to process instead of going online and going to the Google Cloud. I think it's Azure, um, and then getting its results back there. It's going to try to run them locally. I don't know what that even means, but we're going to find out. Today is the day to find that out. Hello. Let's try it again. Hello. See, this time, I don't even know. Did we get a console log? Yeah, so it's just setting up discrete record. Yeah, so hello. Yeah, so we're not getting any kind of response back. I don't even see the little thing popping up though, which I feel like last week we were seeing the recording thing pop up. Hello. Hi. See we got like a little up in the tab. We can see it. Hello. And then but if we change this to process locally, and we can even see like if I click on this, I have a little console log, and the only difference here is that in this recognition object, we set the process locally to whatever our process locally is, and I think it's true at this point. So yeah, process locally is true, and we never get anything. It's like it never happened. Now that was not what was happening last week, or and the week before that, or last week, maybe even the week before that. I can't remember when we got this completely implemented, but what was happening is the little microphone would come on, but it wouldn't. Nothing would happen. Now we could try the same thing in Edge. And just for various reasons that I've gone into so many times, and was sort of a kind of a thing that um, uh, kind of a thing that let's see, Control V, discrete. Um, that really bothers me is the fact that like the behavior is different and between uh, Chrome and Edge. So do not expect the two to behave the same. And they, in some very unexpected ways. Um, Hello. But they're both doing the exact same thing, right? So like, turn that off. Hello. Hello. So I feel like it gives a little more time than it used to give too. Um, so I don't know, but they did seem to be kind of same. You may have noticed the results were slightly different. That they capitalize things, they put punctuations, stuff like that. So like I said last week, it was kind of trying. Now it seems like it's completely and totally disabled. Um, so that's kind of a bummer. And your mileage may vary, but I think that's about it. And I think we just want to get rid of this like I think it's we're ready for a commit, and then it's and to kind of go back to putting trying to go back to finishing the application off so we can kind of shut this project down and start a new voice project up. So right now I'm just looking through, just seeing if there's just any obvious stuff I want to get rid of in here. Let's not. I don't think there's anything in here that is of interest. This is just our HTML for our pop-up. And then there might be some stuff in here that we want to. This has been a really fun project, but I'm glad to have it over, and I'm glad to finish a project. Um, it's really easy to never ever finish projects. Just work on forever. Um, but I do think the Say Hello project is going to be really neat. It's going to be a fun project, and I do think that the flashcard project is going to be really neat. And then I would imagine the Say Hello will probably take about a year to really get completely done. I bet you the flashcard project will be decades, like a decade. I'll probably work on that one. Because I do think like one of my favorite studying methodologies is flashcards, and so I think being able to create and upload, and then I'll definitely put it out there for other people, and it's going to be a very nice application that like doesn't collect any data, that doesn't even save your flashcards. You download when you're done making flashcards, you download them into a JSON file, and next time when you want to work on it, you can upload your JSON with all your flashcards on them. And if you want to share them with people, you can email a JSON. Maybe I'll put like a server somewhere where you can upload and download flashcards. But this is like I'm freaking sick of being spyware on everything. So I'm not going to build something. At least I'm not going to build that into something. Obviously, someone might download it, might tweak it for themselves, because I'm going to share the code. But I'm not going to help in any way, shape, or form. Git commit -m, and then makes it was two things, interim results and process locally configurable. Last week I dug into interim results, and there was some very interesting things. And I love the way that Microsoft is doing that right now. What they do is if you turn interim results on for discrete, and you say a sentence into it, it will return. First, it will return the sentence, and then it'll return with no punctuation. Then it'll return the sentence again, a completed sentence with no punctuation, and then it'll send one with all the punctuation, which I feel like that could be the coolest application, where you show someone a sentence and then let them try to fix the punctuation, and then you give them a result. So that would be something that would be really cool. But I don't think that like that. I bet you that won't always work that way. So I don't, and while that would be very cool, I think the flashcard thing will be a lot better. So I'm going to do the flashcard thing instead. Makes interim results and process locally configurable. I thought this was going to be a much longer video, because I thought that, because like I said last week, you could when you turn process locally on, it actually tried to do something. It would actually turn the microphone on and kind of do stuff for a second and then turn it off, much like how it works like on DuckDuckGo, or there was two other browsers that I tried it on, and maybe it was Brave, where it would just sort of pop up, but it wouldn't actually do anything. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe we could spend some time trying to figure out how to configure my local computer to process these things. But obviously you can't. They turned that off. They turned it off on us, buddies. Anyways, everybody, happy coding. Have a wonderful day. Bye.